Hello and welcome all. Today we will start with chapter 6 of English book 5 of SCERT, and the name of the chapter is,
Alert Rabbit.
as again we'll have Yashita and I doing it together. All right, these are some pictures given. It seems like what is this, Yashita?
It's a flood.
It's a flood, right? And this situation is
Earthquake.
right. So it looks like we will read about flood when there is a lot of water, and we see house inside the water, and then earthquake when earth actually shivers a bit. And then there are a few questions which you can always discuss with your friends and your teacher. We'll move on to the reading part, the chapter. Are you ready, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay, then start.
In a village called Bantale Noke of Thailand, there was a lazy rabbit. One day, Rabbit was sleeping soundly until his sleepy ears heard news on the radio.
This is the first warning system test of tsunami in Thailand. Please continue your activities as usual. Since he was so drowsy, Rabbit heard only last part of the message. Tsunami in Thailand. Rabbit got frightened.
Rabbit shouted loudly, "Oh God, a tsunami is coming! Run, run for your life!" All the animals got frightened and started running.
Butterfly suddenly realized that she had not gathered her valuable things. Rats ran for their lives first. Baby goat cried for his parents. Ma, ma. Mother frog suddenly realized that her children were not with her and she must go to find them. Little Crow cried, "My grandparents don't want to run away." I'm sorry, did I say crow?
No, it is cow.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll say that again. It says, Little cow cried, "My grandparents don't want to run away. What should I do?" All the animals were in a state of panic. Here we see the picture. They are running, they are afraid, frightened, and running.
Headman aunt asked, "What happened? Why are you running?" Rabbit said, "We are running for our lives. I hear the news of tsunami on the radio."
Headman Aunt asked everyone to stay calm and explained that they were just testing the warning system. It did not happen for real. Let us all be prepared to deal with disasters.
Next day at the village meeting, everyone gave their ideas.
Elephant, we should always follow news carefully.
Butterfly, I have already put my valuable things away in a safe place.
Rat, I have prepared survival bag which will always be close to me. I have kept a bottle of water, medicines, dried food, some beans, the radio for news, and a family photo.
Mother Frog, my kids will not go out to play by themselves in hazardous places.
So here they are. Here they are meeting. Mother goat, we must run to higher grounds or to safe areas. I shall make a map of the village.
Headman aunt asked Grandpa Ox, "Why didn't you run like others?"
Grandpa Ox, we are too old. We don't want to be a burden to anyone.
Headman aunt said politely, No one is burdened. What would your grandchildren do without you?
Headman Aunt made a list of things to do. First,
Always follow disaster warning news very carefully.
second, keep your valuables in a safe place.
Third, prepare your survival bag and keep it in a place where it's easy to take.
Fourth, discuss the family evacuation plan.
Fifth, learn more about natural disasters to deal with them.
Number 6, map the village's evacuation routes.
And the seventh one, last one, conduct evacuation drills regularly.
Many days later,
Rabbit heard the news again. An earthquake occurred on Java Island. It could cause tsunami in Thailand.
Rabbit was alert and so informed everyone through the siren tower. All the animals saved themselves and reached evacuation center by doing everything as it was discussed in the meeting and as they had practiced while doing regular evacuation drills. And from now on, the rabbit was called as Alert Rabbit. Did you enjoy the story, Yashita?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to the exercise part. We have some word meaning in context. So, Yashita, the first word is disaster.
Calamity.
Calamity is the meaning. Sound sleep,
Deep sleep.
drowsy,
Sleepy.
frightened,
Scared.
gathered,
Got together.
valuables,
Costly things.
costly things, panic,
Terror.
meeting,
Assembly.
survival bag,
Bag containing things for keeping oneself alive.
hazardous,
Dangerous.
burden,
Problem.
evacuation route,
Escape route.
drills.
Practice.
Great. We'll move to the uh, comprehension part, where the first exercise is about completing the sentences with the appropriate words which are given in the brackets. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, just read the first one.
Rabbit was lazy in the beginning. Second is Butterfly forgot her valuables. Headman Aunt told the animals to stay calm. Rats prepared the survival bag. Mother Goat made evacuation route map of the village. And the last one is Rabbit was named as Alert Rabbit in the end.
Great. Now we'll move on to the question answers. I'll read the questions and Yashita will help us with the appropriate answers. Okay, so the first question is, write the name of the country and the village in which this story takes place.
The story takes place in a village called Bam Tale Nok of country Thailand.
Okay, second question is, why did all the animals start running?
Animals started running because they got frightened when they heard the rabbit shouting that a tsunami was coming.
Right, so they heard the rabbit. Third question is, what are three things to be kept in mind in case of a disaster?
First is Always follow the disaster warning news very carefully. Second is prepare survival bag and keep it in a place where it's easy to be picked. Third is conduct evacuation drills regularly.
Okay, those are good things. Last question is, why was the rabbit called Alert Rabbit?
Rabbit was called the alert rabbit because he heard the news about an earthquake on Java Island that could cause tsunami in Thailand. Rabbit informed everyone through the siren tower.
Okay, this looks like a long answer. Yashita, can you just repeat a bit slow?
Yes, Rabbit was called a alert rabbit because he heard the news about an earthquake on Java Island that could cause tsunami in Thailand. Rabbit informed everyone through the siren tower.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next question or the next part of the exercise is about vocabulary. It shows a few pictures, and we need to choose the things we may require in the time of emergency. And there is some space provided. We have written these down in the space. So this is the picture. Just look at it carefully. So we need to pick up a few things which we might need during the emergency. Ready?
Yes. First is torch.
Okay.
Second is cotton.
Hmm.
Third is first aid box. Third, fourth is band-aid, and the last one is survival bag.
Okay, great. So survival bag, I'm assuming will have almost everything. So this is a good list. Thank you, Yashita. Next is, so there is a box given in which there are a lot of words, and we need to pick out the names of important things that may be used to survive during disaster. Can you give us a few words, Yashita?
Yes. Uh, the same one: torch, water bottle, medicine box, knife, and biscuits.
Right. So in some emergency, we may, uh, if we feel hungry, we can eat biscuits, and we are stuck somewhere, we can use the knife. Okay. Next is, so we need to identify natural and the man-made disasters given in the box, and we need to put those below natural or man-made. Okay.
So, natural disasters are flood, cloudburst, drought, tsunami, earthquake, and landslide.
So let me just quickly define these words. Flood is when there's a lot of water and houses go down the water. Cloudburst is when a small or a big cloud suddenly bursts on a small area. Drought is when there is lack of rain, and that's how the crops do not grow well. Tsunami is big waves in the ocean. Earthquake is when earth shivers a bit and it causes damages to the houses. Landslide is in mountain areas, sometimes the upper land slides a bit, causing damage to the ground. Okay, man-made disasters are
Fire, pollution, gas leakage.
right. Okay, thank you. We will move on to the next part, which asks us to look up a dictionary to find the meanings of the given words and use them in our own sentences. So one has already been done for you. I'll ask Yashita to give the word and then the meaning and finally the sentence.
Okay, first has been done. Curious, meaning is eager to know, and sentences I'm very curious to know about local culture of my village.
Okay,
Second word is ordinary, meaning is normal or usual. Sentences I like making grabs out of ordinary things. Third word is hygiene, meaning is cleanliness, and the sentence is we should maintain good hygiene to take care of our health.
so seems like we need to correct the spelling here, right? It should be NESS and same is hygiene. We need to put an E here. Okay, we'll do it later. All right, Yashita.
Yes,
Okay, the last word is
cooperative, meaning is willing to help. Sentence is my parents are very cooperative with me.
great. All right, let me just let us just quickly correct this. It should be cleanliness and here. All right, great. Okay, moving on to the next. Oh, we have two more now. Let's read those.
Word is watchful, meaning is to be alert, and the sentence is our building's watchman is very watchful during the night. And last one is prepare, meaning is make ready for use, and sentence is my mother prepares our lunch.
Great. Okay, since now we have learned a few words, we'll move on to the next exercise. The topic is grammar. I will read this part till removed and then I'll ask Yashita to give out the right answers. Okay, so it is actually asking to read the following, which says, Mother Frog said, my kids will not go out to play. So here, my kids will not go out to play, which the words that are between the commas, inverted commas, are the words spoken by Mother Frog. They are called direct speech. So basically, the direct speech is the dialogue said by someone. The, the actual words spoken by a person are always put inside in inverted commas. These actual words of Mother Frog can be reported as Mother Frog said that her kids would not go out to play. So these words are not the actual words of Mother Frog. These words are called indirect speech. So when we change direct speech to indirect speech, inverted commas are removed and we put that in between the sentence. Okay, so now the exercise is we are asked to underline the actual words or direct speech in the following sentences.